These scary situations ended up being false alarms. In 2018, millions across the East Coast got warnings about a tsunami. The same thing happened 3 weeks before when a false missile scare sent citizens scrambling in Hawaii. So this time, some found humor in the situation. "Nice to see that guy from Hawaii found a new job," tweeted one jokester. But others pointed out a real concern. Give enough false warnings, when the real one comes, no one will pay attention.
These aren't things that are done on purpose. These are mistakes, and these are people that are trying to keep us safe, people that day in and day out are prepared to help us, and we're all human. Mistakes happen.
Here's what happened. The National Weather Service conducted monthly tests of its warning system that went out to newsrooms and weather advisory services. One of those services, AccuWeather, mistook the test for an actual warning and issued the false alert. In 2021, this airport chaos occurred when an antique camera was mistaken for a bomb. Passengers at LaGuardia Airport in New York raced to safety after their American Airlines flight from Indianapolis made an emergency landing.
There's the bomb squad.
We thought the plane was going to blow up because of the turbulence and the way it landed and the way he said just evacuate the plane right now.
Inside Edition's Allison Hall explains.
Passengers mistook the vintage camera, like this one, to be the bomb. They say the man took it out mid-flight and started fiddling with the camera.
The Joint Terrorism Task Force determined that there was no crime, and the passenger was released.
I think they're still shooting.
In 2016, there was total panic at a mall in Orlando, and terrified shoppers ran for their lives. They all thought an active shooter was on the loose.
There's children falling, like people are dragging children, people are getting stepped on, there are elderly people falling. I mean, it was absolute mayhem.
9 people were injured and the mall was evacuated. And it was all a false alarm. Les Trent explains.
In these tense times, the slightest thing can set off mass hysteria. So what caused the panic in the mall in Orlando? Turns out it was 6 balloons being popped as part of a test of the fire alarm system. You can just imagine how shoppers could mistake the noise for gunfire.
Balloons were in the mall and popped. Multiple people thought they were gunshots. We're getting multiple reports for falls due to everyone scrambling.
A similar occurrence happened the same year when chaos erupted at NYC's JFK Airport after passengers mistakenly thought a terrorist opened fire. But it was another false alarm, reportedly caused by fans cheering on Usain Bolt during the Olympics. Also in 2016, hundreds of passengers ran for their lives at Los Angeles International Airport after false reports of shots fired.
Come on! Run! Breaking news, panic at LAX.
People poured into the tarmac.
I know a number of shots, people running all directions.
Cops responded and the airport was locked down for over 2 hours.
Ground, this is United 488. Apparently there's an active shooting in the terminal. Can you please advise us what's happening?
Yeah, we can confirm that there's people running in the streets here.
NBC News anchorman Lester Holt was caught up in the pandemonium and reported live on Facebook.
People started flooding out of the door down toward the tarmac. There were TSA and other security people saying, "Run, active shooter, shots fired."
Afterward, it was determined that the wild scene was caused by a loud noise. For Inside Edition Digital, I'm Andrea Swindall.